Hey guys, welcome back to this Just Survive live mic. This will be the 170th video for the series, for the H1Z1 Early Access Just Survive release since January 15th of 2015. Guys, we are now in the third year, 2 months into the game. Great to have you guys back. As you probably know, I want to welcome all of you to Just Survive. This is the player versus environment aspect of the game, or what's also known as just the Just Survive PvE. The two can oftentimes be confused. So, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is I still think that this year, 2018, is going to be the year that we're going to see the team make some sort of move towards a finish line in this game. But I also wanted to bring up, as you will see now on the screen as I pull it up, we'll see how much room it's taking up on the screen here because we're doing all this live, so I have to add it in post game. But as you can see here, we have the professions that were going to be added to the game. So why are professions important to this dialogue, this conversation? Well, as you can see here, we have the park ranger, the mechanic, and the paramedic, which were going to be the three professions that are in the game. Now, this isn't anything new to the game as far as things that were going to be added along the way. I mean, you can go all the way back to some of the original videos that I released where we were discussing fishing and just other little things that are going to be added to the game or was going to be added to the game, as well as even the live streams from the development team. So why do I think that professions are going to be important? Well, if the game is going to be moving more towards an MMO direction, then we're going to need to have aspects of it that are similar to an MMO. And it's also important to note here that, you know, the development team, I assume, is probably not on the same campus or in the same building as, say, EQ and EQ2. But they have the resources, they have the access, they have the people there that know a few things about MMOs. And EQ and EQ2 have been very successful MMOs. So the question is, how much of an MMO is this PvE game going to be? Would the professions actually add something to the game that would make it more in an MMO line and gameplay, right? So I would think, for example, let's go back to the enhanced weapons. You guys might remember those. Those are where we had the three different zombies. We had the scout zombie, we had the predator zombie, and we had the scout. Did I say scout zombie? Okay, scout zombie, predator zombie, and the sniper zombie. And we would go and we'd hunt them, and they would drop pieces of gun parts. Kind of like what we have now where we break the guns down and stuff, right? And then you could make these enhanced weapons. And of course, there was a lot of discussion about the enhanced weapons because people thought they were kind of space-agey, sci-fi-ish kind of guns. I thought they were kind of cool in my own opinion. But then the direction of the game could have gone anywhere because it's, you know, it's a zombie game. How do you compare that to real life? I mean, how do you bring reality into a game that's a zombie-based game? But I digress from that. So I think to make this more of an MMO type game, we need to see more of those quest line related activities, things to do in the game to compel us, to move us along. As a matter of fact, I'd argue that when we saw the reintroduction of the Warren letters, I mean, that to me was a nice motivation to start killing more zombies than I normally would, because if I didn't have to engage with zombies, then normally I would just ignore them. And I'm not saying that to be a detractor or in any derisive manner. It's just that, you know, it just, I had things that I wanted to do in the game and wanted to accomplish. And if the zombies weren't contributing to that, then I didn't see any need to be hanging around messing with them. But I'm curious to know what you guys think, you know. And I'm going to leave a poll right here in the top right-hand corner to see if you guys feel like the game should go more towards an MMO direction, like seeing quest-related items put in the game, maybe expanding the crafting list, perhaps expanding on what we can grow, what we can craft in the game. What type of quest, what type of activity would you guys want to see if the game were more MMO related? Would we see that more types of activity? What type of engagement would we have with other players? What would be like like the player economy or the player engagement system from what we have right now. You guys might remember when they introduced the coinage, the gold eagle coin to the game, and we would use it to buy plots and so forth, which made the game a little more secure. If you guys recall when we had those, it was to make the game more secure, to kind of discourage hacking and other things that were going on in this level of environment. But I'm curious to know what you guys think would make the game better as far as an MMO, you know, if it went in that MMO direction. I think that PvP is fairly safe in the game. We've definitely seen that with the H1Z1 Battle Royale now and the Auto Royale, which seems like a pretty cool game. I'd like to check that out. It really looks like the team is completely capable and able, and I've always believed that the team was completely capable and able. I've just always wondered why there was levels of hesitation and why there wasn't like a lot more attention focused on, you know, kind of like a finish line, you know, some kind of finish line, a roadmap, something to let us know, you know, this is the direction we're moving in, this is the things that we're going to want to do, this is the things that we're going to want to accomplish. And it's totally understandable to know that, yeah, you want the game, you know, with good performance. You want things to be able to work in the game. Obviously, we always have, and we've seen that for the last 3 years. So, would we, you know, remain in Badwater Canyon? Would we do see stuff in Z1? How are the two, you know, going to be synergistically working with one another? You know, how are they going to work together? And now going back to PvP, I think PvP is pretty safe. I mean, it's you're competing against other players in PvP, so there really isn't like, you know, a lot of necessary design, as it were, because you know, we've seen, as I said a moment ago, we've seen that the Battle Royale and the Auto Royale seem to be pretty successful. I don't know if you guys have checked out the Auto Royale. It looks pretty interesting. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day about it. It kind of, you know, with the exception of the fact that you can see the actual H1Z1 logos and stuff, it almost doesn't even seem like an H1Z1 game. I mean, it is, but at the same time, you're kind of like, well, this is a little bit of a departure from what we would normally have in this game. So, but I thought that was kind of cool that, you know, the team came out with it. So I have complete confidence in their ability to, you know, introduce things, mechanics, activity into the game. The question is, you know, what will it be? What form will it take? And that's what I want to know for 2018, what direction we're going in. You know, I've been covering this game for 3 years, and I've, you know, tried to keep my opinions and thoughts relatively objective. I know you guys have really, really wanted me to kind of just like spill the beans on the game. Like, you know, what are my real thoughts? What are my real opinions about it? And my thoughts and opinions have always been, hey, it's an alpha. Anything's possible, right? I mean, I could speculate on 500,000 different things. Like right now, this is pure speculation too as to where we're going to go. What direction is the game going to go in? You know, what can we expect for 2018? That's really what I want to know. I can't imagine the game going any further into development later into this year. So my opinion is maybe by December, you know, we might have some kind of idea as to what's going to happen with the game. But I wanted to jump in here, guys, real quick and just give you this quick live mic 170th celebration. If you guys are new to the channel or you're a frequent visitor, oh, warn letter. I'd like to welcome you guys here, as well as encourage you guys to click on that watermark in the bottom right-hand corner. I want to, you know, really extend a sense of thanks and appreciation to all you guys that have been here for all 3 years. There's been a lot of very loyal viewers here on the channel, and you guys, I really value your input, your support, your shares, all the things that you guys do for the channel. It's really meant a lot to me. And I know we've shared a lot of frustrations together. We've had a lot of heartache about the game and things like that. But I really think that, you know, this is going to be the year where we're gonna really learn something. I think we're really gonna, you know, find out what the heck's going to be going on. So your support as always is greatly appreciated. All right, guys, so we're going to wrap it up there. If you haven't already, be sure you click on that ubiquitous channel icon you see appearing on the screen to subscribe. For Steamers and DTubers, be sure you guys hit that follow. This way, all of you guys will have all the latest out of Daybreak and Just Survive.